Hi guys! So we're back. It's Monday again with another new story. And this week our story is titled Bat Loves the Night. And this is a little bit different than what we have been reading so far because this is our first non-fiction story. So that means that it's a true story. Everything that's written in this book is true. It's fact-based. You could research it and prove it. So it's a little bit different than the stories that we've been reading. So again, our title is Bat Loves the Night, and our author is Nicola Davies. You can see there's a picture of her. And our illustrator is Sarah Fox Davies. They have the same last name. I wonder if they're related. So Nicola wrote the words, and Sarah drew the pictures. I really like the illustrations in this book. I think you will too. Okay, let's take a look over here at our sidebar. And it first tells about our target skill. So this week we're going to talk about sequence of events. And sequence is when you put things in the order in which they happen. So if I was going to sequence my morning, I wake up, I brush my teeth, I get dressed, and I eat breakfast. That's the order of events of my morning, or the sequence. And then our genre, and remember every week we talk about our genre because it tells us what type of story are we reading. So this week we're reading a narrative nonfiction. And a narrative nonfiction gives information about a topic, but it's told as a story. So as you read, look for factual information that tells a story, features such as captions and realistic illustrations, and events that are told in time order. So that means that this is written like a story. Bat is going to be our character, but it's actually a true story. It's kind of telling us about what bats do at night. So it's kind of an interesting take on it. And if you check over here, our essential question, which is what you kind of want to think about as you're reading, is what makes bats interesting and useful? And you're actually going to learn a lot about bats in this story. And I have to say, before I read this, I kind of thought that bats were like creepy and gross and kind of scary, like, you know, Dracula and stuff. But bats are actually really cool animals. So I'm excited for you to learn more about them. All right, let's go over our vocabulary words before you listen to our story, just so you're familiar with them. Our first word is twitch, and twitch means to jerk or move suddenly. Like maybe if you've ever been sitting and something brushes your arm and you go, ooh, you twitch. Our next word is swoops, and swoops means drops down suddenly. A lot of times you'll see birds do this. They might see like a worm in the ground, or if they're flying over water, a fish, and they're flying and they swoop down and pick it up and come back up. Our next word is squeak, and squeak is a short, high sound. And whenever I hear the word squeak, it makes me think of a mouse, like squeak, squeak. Our next word is echoes. And echoes are repeating sounds when sound waves bounce off of a surface. So if you've ever been in a cave or maybe in like a valley between mountains and you shout something and it kind of bounces back and you can hear it over and over, that's an echo. So it kind of sounds like, hello, 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 hello. That's an echo. Okay, our next word is detail. And a detail is one small part of a whole. And we talk a lot when we get into paragraph writing about details, because details are small sentences that help make up our whole paragraph. Details are important because without them, you wouldn't have a whole thing. So details, one small part of a whole. Our next word is slithers. What does that word immediately make you think of? A snake, because a snake slithers on the ground. And slithers means to slide down or through something. Ooh, snakes. Our next word is snuggles. And if you snuggle something, that means you lie close together with something else. So like my dog really likes to snuggle. He like climbs on top of me and he's really heavy. And that means we lie close together. Or maybe you have a favorite stuffed animal that you snuggle with. And our last vocabulary word is dozes. And if you doze, that means that you're sleeping really lightly or just kind of taking a nap. It's not like your deep sleep of overnight, just kind of dozing a little bit. All right, you are now going to check out the slideshow below this video and make sure that you listen to our story, Bat Loves the Night, on slide 2.